93. Dwight Powell goes for 25. Dorian Finney-Smith goes for 21. And the Mavs, without Porzingis, without Richardson, and without Luka even getting 20, win this one and sweep the two-game series against the Lakers. Ben McLemore with 20, getting his first start, 6 of 10 from 3. AD ended up playing the 28 minutes, 3 over his allotted time, and he got 17. Struggled there in the second half, 1 for 10. Finished 5 of 19. Dennis Schroeder, 16 on 7 of 18 from the field. We bring in Mike Bresnan. What are you talking? Standings, this game?
Yeah, you know, unfortunately for Laker fans, they cannot look away from the standings yet. Kind of a hand-wringing loss for them. It's going to get a little tight here. Obviously, you talked about it briefly. Dallas within a game and a half of the Lakers for 5th place. I guess the one good thing for the Lakers, their schedule over the next week, week and a half, it really eases up. You got to remember, they had that 7-game road trip. Then they came back. They played Utah twice, and then Dallas twice. Take a look at their next 4. Not a lot of tough competition there. These teams are looking more towards the draft than the playoffs at this point. So the Lakers have a chance to reestablish some momentum for sure. I guess you can call it a silver lining, but I think you quoted Stu Lance already, Heat. It's a devastating loss for the Lakers, a brutal loss, I believe he said. But if there's anything to look forward to, some easy games coming up, guys. Yeah, 11 games left, right, Brett?
Yeah,
a dozen, I believe.
Yeah, 11, 12 games left. You got a game lead. When you do look at those 4, James, they're pretty important. If you could put together a little win streak like they're very capable of doing, and you get LeBron James back, you're going to be fine, right? But it's definitely getting tight.
It's almost a must now. Yeah. I mean, you don't want to have to rely on your schedule, but it is a little soft. I got to tell you, though, these teams that aren't making the playoffs, they're looking to spoil. They're looking to spoil somebody's season. So, you know, that's the thing. The Lakers cannot take the schedule for granted. I know Fox is out for the Kings as well. It's going to be a little light. But they got to win these games. They let one get away, in my opinion, in Dallas. And they have to take advantage of these games, but they're not automatic just because these teams aren't making in the playoffs. They'll be looking to beat the Lakers. They'll be looking to try to surprise.
Wizards are on a little bit of a roll.
Yeah, they're on a roll. And think about it, Westbrook has been on a roll.
Yeah,
you know, he's got more triple doubles than anybody. So you got to watch out for these teams.
Yeah, guys. Adrian Wojnarowski, the very good reporter for ESPN, had a report before the game. LeBron might be coming back next week. So the Lakers' next game a couple days from now. You would think LeBron needs a practice or 2 at least to get into some sort of game shape. Tonight was his 18th game in a row that he has missed. So not only a soft schedule, but maybe the King coming back in the very near future.
All right, let's hear from Frank Vogel. We speak with Mike in the media.
Frank, what did you see in the second half, especially on the offensive end?
Yeah, just too perimeter oriented. We didn't attack the rim, put enough pressure on the rim enough throughout the half. That's what we were talking about in our timeouts. And they make it difficult. They put 5 in the paint, try to take that away, make you beat them over the top. And we got some clean looks out there, but just shot the ball horrifically. 0 for 10 in the fourth quarter and 4 for 24 overall. And, you have to take what the defense gives you, but, we didn't put enough pressure on the rim.
Frank, what's the balance with getting AD back and integrated and, trying to get him a lot of shots and then having it be within the flow of the offense with continuity? How do you guys deal with that challenge, and how do you think that played out tonight?
Yeah, it's going to be a work in progress. He's playing with a new teammate and, trying to get his legs under him. So it's going to be a little disjointed at times. Hopefully it doesn't cost us, too many games. I think there was some good sequences tonight, but obviously not good enough overall.
And you hit on this before the game, but it's that same question with continuity, Frank, versus trying to get guys, just keep them on the court, get some reps before the postseason comes. How do you kind of walk that line now as you move forward for the final 12 games?
Yeah, we're competing to win. We believe in all of our guys, and there is a theme to make sure all of our guys are staying sharp and in rhythm. As we get into the playoffs and while we're competing to win games. We need to win this game tonight. We fell short.
Okay, Kyle Goon, please.
Hey, Frank, in the second half, it seemed like Dwight Powell really came alive. Was there some sort of flaw in the defense that kind of allowed him to get to the rim so much, or was it just sort of how you guys were guarding Luka?
Yeah, it was how we were guarding Luka. we double teamed him the whole night. The mindset to make other guys beat us, and we have coverages in place, but we were late, not tough enough with those rotations, and Powell had a great night.
Okay, Dave McMenamin, please.
Craig, AD goes 5 for 19, but he plays 12 more minutes tonight. Outside of just the numbers of the shooting, obviously those aren't what we're used to seeing from him. Were there things that you liked, and what do you think would be the next step as you continue this road trip for him?
Yeah, he's got to use these games to play his way into shape. I thought he played well, didn't shoot well, but that's going to come. That's to be expected to have a little rust in your first few games back. This is just the situation that we're in right now.
Can you expand on the 28 minutes? Could that continue to increase, saying if he doesn't experience soreness? Is that the plan?
Yeah, we're hopeful. We'll see how he responds overnight, and the medical team gives me the recommendation. They're counting not just total minutes, but how many stoppages there are while he's in there. So there is some flexibility there, and hopefully that continues to go up.
Okay, Bill Orm, please.
Hey, Frank. Should Trez's DNP be seen as a sign of things to come or a new reality for him, or was that more matchup specific or something specific to tonight?
Keeping all three centers sharp. You got two a back-to-back situation with Dallas, and giving each guy a look and see how those guys look in this matchup. But like I said, we believe in all three centers, and we need to keep all three centers sharp. That's all.
Okay, Dan Wilkie, please.
Frank, was that something where you knew going into the game that this was going to be a night so you could talk to Montrez, and did that conversation go over okay?
Yeah, he was great. He has the big picture and what we're trying to get accomplished, and he was great with it. He understood.